Man, what a time it is to be a 10-0. What a time it is to be a 10-0. Welcome back to the channel. I'd like to thank all my subscribers for tuning in, checking out the content, liking, subscribing, commenting. This is your beautiful, beloved host with corrosive toast. They call me Dark P. Beware the hoodie. A lot of stuff to go over, man. I'm just going to kind of bounce all over the place. None of this stuff is pre-written or pre-recorded. I just kind of go off the dome, freestyle with my thoughts. This game is wonderful. It's amazing to see what this game is bubbling into, what it's evolving and developing into. Nothing's going to satisfy you 100% of the time, but for what Warframe is in its entirety, I can definitely appreciate just the experience itself. With the recent changes, we got a quality of life update along with some Warframe reworks and some companion reworks. There are some new galvanized mods to look into. The patch notes are a little heavy, so I would rather you go and research that stuff for yourself. And that's another thing I wanted to point on real quick. Look, watching content and just getting wind of something from a content creator, or, picking up something new from watching videos and doing research or just listening in, that's always useful. And I always say, my philosophy is, hey, you take bits and pieces and then you apply it to your own logic, your own play style. You kind of fit it into your perspective, your philosophy of how you want to play the game and experience the game. So, with that said, man, Caliban just got a rework. I want to mention, I just got my internet back today. I don't know if you guys saw a short that I did a couple days ago, man. We had just gotten our power back on, and it took until earlier today to get the internet back. So I'm back online. I just got the update today. I just slapped a Caliban build together, which I'll be releasing a video for. I have not gotten my hands on the new Melee galvanized mods. We'll be doing that pretty soon, and looking into Kome and the Five Fates. I cannot wait to play that, to get a hold of this new Warframe, check her out, her abilities, and her new weapons. The rework for Caliban is really solid. I guess I'll start there. So Caliban has never been, one of my go-to frames. Is when I decided to go and unlock Caliban, it was just like, I don't have this Warframe. Let me go get him. Let me go check him out, see what he can do. I was really fond of his abilities, and I like his backstory. The fact that he's half sentient, half Warframe, that's very alluring. It really pulls you in and makes you want to have that frame. His abilities are very interesting, to say the least. But with the rework, I won't go into too much detail. Just go check it out for yourself. You can learn all about Caliban from the wiki, watch other videos. But with his progeny rework, where he calls in his sentient backup, man, the rework that was done to that ability, where they keep reinforcing your shields, is ridiculous. And you can switch between the different types of sentience. I've always loved the fact that he can strip armor, and now he has an even greater degree of survivability. So big props to Caliban. I can't wait to, go into some crazy runs with this Warframe and see what he can bring to the table as far as being a part of my all-star squad, which is comprised of about 10 Warframes that I've been kind of tinkering around with and trying to make that my all-star lineup in terms of deep steel path runs, level cap stuff, all the crazy, super hard, high difficulty stuff, the in-game content. So I've got about 48, 49 Warframes total, I believe, to the best of my knowledge. So I'm always jumping from frame to frame, just trying to figure something out. I'm like, I could use this frame to do this, use this frame to do that. But without rambling too much, man, I hear Nova. I read that she just got a rework, which, hey, man, now you can recast Null Star, which that one property alone on that ability makes her kit, I don't want to exaggerate, but I don't want to appreciate, what that means. But that gives Nova a super crazy degree of survivability. She could probably be as we stand now, she could probably be tiptoeing on immortality with the damage reduction, the recastability, and the augment on her fourth ability, but I won't go too deep into all of that stuff. Like I said, go check it out for yourself. So Nova, Caliban, I'm hearing some stuff about Hildren. I never really got into Hildren. I don't have the Hildren Warframe. I don't have her regular version or her Prime. I subsumed her vanilla version for her ability, the helmet ability, but I will be digging into, getting Hildren back and checking out that rework. So much stuff to get into, man. Command and Five Fates. I did not see the dev stream. I did not see the recaps, none of that stuff. Like I said, I live in the southeastern part of the country. I live in Georgia, and my hometown is just now getting back, to looking normal. The lights are on, when I'm driving home from work in the morning. When I'm on the highway, it's still dark outside, and it was pitch black for about 4 or 5 days, just driving home from work. And I was just like, man, this is rough. So everybody's just now getting their power back for the most part. Like I said, I just got my internet back today, so I have a lot of stuff to cover. And as far as playing time and catching up, right here in this gameplay, this is just some Necros farming some Morphics and a little bit of Cryotic. I'm always feeding my Helmuth resources, and it really eats a lot of shit. So that's what you see here going on. And I don't farm in Steel Path anymore, especially now with the companion rework. With Smita Kavat's charm not giving you the 100, I think it was 160 seconds of double resources or multiplier resources. It's just no reason for me to farm in Steel Path. And to be honest with you, I got a lot of Steel Path heavy gameplay, but I've never really farmed in Steel Path. My common sense just tells me farm in easy mode. You willing to go up, instead of fighting a level 30 to 40 enemy, you rather fight a level 130 or 140 enemy for a boost of, instead of 4 Morphics, you'll get 6. To me, that's not a good trade-off. So I just farm in easy mode. Anyway, moving right along. So I'll be getting into Command and Five Fates this week. The build for this Necros and this Tinted Glaxian, I think I'm using Dark Sword, Arc Bronco Prime, and I'll be showing those builds at the end of this video. I'm probably not going to talk for 17 minutes. I'll just let it play out. But those builds are at the end of the video. But yeah, man, so I got a lot of catching up to do. I cannot wait to check out that Warframe. Like I said, the new Galvanized mods, man, the one I'm interested in most is the 110% status chance. I forgot what it's called, but I really want to grab all 3 and just see, how they operate, how they fit into the scheme that I'm working with right now. I really want to get the status chance on my Dark Sword because I have a Riven that gives me 100+ status chance, along with, all those 60/60 melee mods. So to throw in even more status chance would be you're hitting them with everything you have on the weapon pretty much at the same time, every single hit. I do have a crit build, but I have a really low crit chance at, I think it's about 14%. The Dark Sword just has a really low crit chance. So you throw on Sacrificial Steel, Blood Rush, and, the combo count goes up pretty fast on the Dark Sword. That's just my weapon of choice. And it fits my gamer tag. So anyway, let's see, where did I want to go with this, man? Yeah, quality of life changes. Melee seems to be a little more sticky. I like the user interface changes. It's a little bit more visual, visual noise going on that, you can either be on the fence. You can be on the fence about it. You could dislike it. You could like it. I think it looks good. Don't get me wrong. But, you can scale that stuff down. You can turn it on, off, adjust the brightness, the color density, all of that stuff. So, I know a lot of people like to throw fits about stuff like that. But I take it all in. I see what I need, see what I don't need, and I just go from there. I want to get back to the Smita Kavat, though. So they took the resource, the 160-second resource multiplier off of Charm, and they put it into a singular mod. Which hey man, Loyal Retriever gives a flat 13% chance to double any resource. I played with it today for about an hour, and it did not proc on Morphix, Cryotic, Vitus Essence, Steel Essence, none of that stuff at all, not even once today. So that kind of sucked, but I'd rather have a flat chance that's always active. I'd rather have that, even though it's a really low chance. 13% is not great, but at least it's always active instead of, standing around waiting on a charm to proc the resource buff. And you got to go through 5, 6 other buffs to be able to get that one. And it's only a small chance every, I think, 20, 27, 28 seconds. So all that being said, man, there is a lot headed our way. Digital Extremes has been hard at work. If you're a newer player, I want to, let me mention this real quick. So I saw some stuff, and I dropped a short about this too, but I just wanted to throw it in this video as well, just for reference. Was a little bit of confusion I was seeing with newer players asking about the original Warframes, like in the beginning of the lore when the Warframes were first created. Like I said in the other post that I made, this is to the best of my knowledge. I haven't gone through that stuff and played a lot of that content in a long time. The original Warframes were the primed versions. The original design by Executor Ballas, or as you know him, Ballas, the fruitcake. That his original Warframe design was the prime version in the old war, the Orokin era. The Sentients were basically kicking the Orokin's ass. The Sentients were originally the creations of the Orokin, and they sent them out in the system to basically take over and just dominate the whole origin system, collect resources, and just do all the things that you would want your military. They were basically like the Dax, the Sentients. They were all like military structures, all the way down to the Corpus and the Grineer. So anyway, the Sentients saw how destructive and sort of superficial, I would say, and just how wicked the Orokin could be, and they basically turned on him. So they saw this as an act of treachery. They began to immediately get their asses kicked, and they employed Executor Ballas to create a defense mechanism, or I guess a way to fight back, stand a chance against the Sentients, because they were powerful as fuck. And hence the Warframes were created. They were conducting experiments on human subjects. So they were humans, and they were also primes. The strain of virus that they used, it hardened their skin like steel, enhanced their abilities, and it also drove them fucking crazy. So they turned on the Orokin. Fast forward, I don't know how much time later, the original Zariman 10-0 children, who were under the guidance and protection of, I believe it was Archimedean Margulis. Am I getting this right or wrong? I don't know, man. There were a group of Tenno that Archimedean Margulis, she was their, like, I guess, guardian or whatever, their protector. She didn't want to go against these children that were under her tutelage. And so she basically went against the rule of the Orokin, and she was, I guess, executed, for lack of a better word. She was executed pretty much. And then the sentient Nata was supposed to come and wipe out the Tenno. She saw that they were just kids. She felt that motherly connection to them. She scooped a bunch of them up and took them to Lua, which is the moon close to Earth on the star chart. She hid them there on the moon, and then somehow she took the moon and hid it inside of the void where the original Tenno children developed their void powers. And they were able to control the Warframes through transference, and this made the Orokin despise and fear the Tenno. So I've been running my mouth for a very long fucking time. I'm pretty sure I got some stuff wrong. I don't want to come off as a know-it-all or an expert, or I can do this and you can't. That's not the intent with this channel. I just, I put my stuff out there. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's informative. I hope it's entertaining. Stay tuned for more episodes of Tenoscope. If you do not know what that is a shorts section in my channel where I just kind of review Warframes on a really trivial level. It's nothing too deep. I'm not breaking down anything fancy or intricate. I'm just kind of telling you what I think about every Warframe and giving them my own personal grade. This is not to be taken as what I believe to be the gospel. You do with it what you want. But there are more episodes of Tenoscope on the way. I'll be doing some more level cap runs. And if anyone has decided to listen this far, to the couple of people that I promised a Torrid and Karnan build video to, I will be getting to that as soon as possible, man. I've been promising you guys for at least a month now, probably longer than that I was going to drop my Torrid and Karnan build. I guess they saw in the video I was smashing with the shit and they wanted a build for it. So I will be dropping that. Warframe 1999 is on the way, bro. This year, I just feel like this year is going to end with a crazy bang and we will not be left disappointed. I don't want to put, Digital Extremes on too high of a pedestal. These programmers, they do a lot of work. A lot goes into this game. Like I said, I take it for what it is. Warframe is my favorite gameplay experience. But, it's not all, peaches and ice cream. There are some things that piss me off about the game. I just don't like to get into that stuff because the positive far outweighs the negative. I hope everybody in the community is taking care of themselves and each other. And I think I'm going to get the fuck out of here, man. I'm just tired of talking to you ugly motherfuckers. Y'all be easy. Please like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you bitches in the future or 1999.